Hi, Debbie Nicholson speaking. Now I am standing beside my office, which is my bed, which seems to be quite a good place to do it when it's raining like it is outside. And I've got a few lights on around here, so I think it's better than having a red nose down in the lounge area. Anyway, I think you'll all be pleased to know that my mum's had her operation, and we've been waiting now for her just to see whether the whole thing takes. She was down in theatre for 5 hours longer than we thought she would be. But however, she came up and she's all right. She's still got two legs, and so that's good. And her feet are warm, whereas one foot was an ice block for years and years and years. So it's cool. Everything's cool. Well, at the moment it's cool, and I'll keep you informed. Now, I just wanted to talk to you today about being happy now, not later. Look, it's so very easy for us, to say, oh, look, when you're 5, you think, oh, I wish I was 10 because my brother can go to bed later than me. And then when you get to 10, you wish you were 13 because your brother does something else that you can't do yet, and so you won't be happy until you're going to be 13. And then you get to maybe age 18, and you will only be happy when you get to 21 because you'll have finished school at 18, and then you'll have done 3 years doing something else, and that's when you'll be happy. And then you get to 21, and maybe you've found somebody to get married, and so you'll be happy when you get married. And when you get married, you think, oh, well, I'll be happy when we have enough money to get an apartment of our own, so we don't have to live with mum and dad. And so then you get to that time of your life and you find out that you'll only be happy now because you haven't got enough bathrooms, or you haven't got enough bedrooms. So when you've got enough bathrooms or bedrooms in your house, you'll be happy. And then of course you get to that time of your life when you've got all of that, and then you'll be happy when one of you can stay home from work, so that both of you don't have to be going out every day. And so the story continues. Your life is never going to be happy until you reach something else. So why don't we be happy now instead of later? Because isn't it just wasting time? Wasting time looking forward to something that when you get there, you're going to look forward to something else. So I've got a little story to talk about that. We, many years ago, went to visit one of my, he was a second cousin. Yes, a second cousin. No, he was my husband's cousin, that's right. We went to Australia to visit my husband's cousin. They had just not long had their first baby. And now these two were great skiers. They used to go all around the world in the winter, in the Australian winter, and they would ski on the mountain slopes of the world, and they had a fantastic time. Well, of course, then she became pregnant and had their baby, and we went to visit them. They had just been home with the baby maybe 3 or 4 months, so the baby was a little bit older than they knew. Anyway, she kept saying the whole time we were visiting them that afternoon that she'll be happy when life gets back to normal. And both of us just laughed because we thought, well, that's not going to happen ever. Maybe when she's 16, maybe. And so we sort of tried to prepare her for the worst, that maybe life's never going to get any better because this is how it's going to be from now on. And she just never thought about it. She just thought life would change when things got back to normal. Well, once you've had a baby, as all of you who have had babies know, life never ever gets back to normal. You never ever get to do the things that you used to do, like go and spend the winter on the slopes all around the world, skiing to your heart's content, because there is no one else to think about except just your two selves. So I just wanted to talk to you today about that. Being happy now rather than later. Now, how are you thinking? Do you think like that? Do you always have big goals set ahead of you that you're not going to be happy until you've reached? So how about enjoying the journey to get to the goal, being happy now, so that suddenly you come across your goal and you think, oh, we've already got it. How exciting. You probably have had it a few weeks, you didn't even realise. So be happy now rather than later. Okay, now I'm a little bit behind with my blogs on my Deb's Big Mastermind site and my whoisdebbienicholson.com site because I haven't had a lot of time this week to get all the blogs done. I've got them done, but I'm just getting them all with their pictures and getting them all finished so that I can publish them is what the problem is right now. So I've kept up to date with the Empower one as best I could. So if you go onto my Empower site, you can just click on any of the images and go through to our sales funnel with Empower. Now look, they're having their huge weekend this weekend over there in Denver, Colorado. It starts on the 21st, which over there in America is probably today, which is for us yesterday. So I hope they're having a great time, and I hope that our leader is once more up there with the top people. It's going to be great. All right, I couldn't go, of course, because, you know, my mum's not been well, so there are things you have to do first. Family comes first, don't ever forget that. All right, well, I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Goodbye.